Well, hello there. You join me here at St Margaret's Church in Longriston. I'm flying an avata360, which is basically it's a 360 camera that can fly. Anyway, so I'm up over the church. I'm now heading at a speed of about 26.7 miles per hour. This drone's pretty fast. As you can see, I've gone over a couple of houses, but I haven't gone over the main road. I haven't overflown anybody because there's nobody there. As you can see, it's a glorious, glorious June, but there is a little bit of. I'm looking at the screen now. I can see the join line, the stitch line. It's not quite as good as the Insta360 camera, or it's not quite as good as the DJI 360 camera. So that's a downside. But nevertheless, let's move on past that. You can see I'm back over the church again, heading back over all the headstones. I'm overhead now, and I'm flying around. Now, one of the things that I've noticed is that you'll see a tiny halo mark from the shadow from the drone. If you look towards the if you get to see the drone and the shadow around it, it eventually goes through its own shadow, and you can see a halo of light around it. But that's nothing really to worry about. I can see that they're doing a fair bit of construction work on the other side of Longriston, on the north side. A bit of construction work going on. It's a good job too. Hopefully they might put a shop in or a pub. There is a micro brewery on site, but it's really tiny. I need to go in there one day just for a pint, just to see what it's like. So, yeah, we'll do that one day. I'll go out there. The first time I went to Longriston was on my bike years and years ago, and I tried. I thought I was going to get to a pub, so I looked on the map, and there was a pub there. Anyway, when I got down there, they had started to demolish it. So I didn't get a pint there after all. So, but yeah, this is a lovely little place to stop if there was a shop or a coffee shop. Now there is one in Scala, coffee shop in Scala, and a little tiny corner shop. But there's not much in the way of shops around here. Anyway, so here we come. I'm coming back up. It's going to fly over the top of me again, I think. There we go. Now, I've got a good 8-minute flight out of this. I did spend a fair bit of time in the morning updating all the software that you need for this thing. This is what stopped me from flying the other day. I took it down to this field, this graveyard at St Margaret's Church, and I was going to do some flying. But when I got the model out and had a look at the screen, it says update required. So I didn't actually get to fly anything. So I think, yeah, I'm climbing now. At this point, if I remember rightly, I was climbing. It's such a shame that you can't record audio when you're flying your drone. There must be a way of doing it other than adding it in post-production afterwards. Yeah, you can see I'm trying to climb up. I'm about 300 feet up at the moment. And you can just see how flat it is here, can't you? Absolutely flat. There is a couple of ripples, as it were, in the landscape, but that's quite a way off. But otherwise, it's flat. It's dead flat along here, completely flat. As you can see, this farm below, this bit of field below, it used to have lots of cattle in it, but they've obviously decided that they don't want cattle anymore, so they haven't put any in. I suppose the way that Rachel Reeves is destroying the country, it's no longer financially viable for them to keep any livestock. It's far easier to import our meat, I suppose, without the strict animal welfare that we get in this country. It's just easier and cheaper to import animals that haven't been looked after by British farmers. One of the things that you have to watch out for when you're flying around these churchyards is these trees. They have very dense trees. The leaves tend to block the radio signal to your transmitter and receiver, or from your transmitter to your receiver and back again. It's something to watch out for. That's why it's not a reason that I crashed, but I did crash into a tree because I was a bit frightened of going too high. Stupidly, I didn't go high enough. But there's me. You can see me right there with the landing pad. And we're going to go around. We've got 8 minutes of flying time. There we can see the drone shadow again, and you can see a slight halo around the drone shadow itself. It's just one of those effects that you get with 360 cameras, as well as other cameras. I've noticed that when the sun's behind the camera and you can see the shadow of the camera, you get like a halo around it. For some reason, I don't know why. But it's very spooky when you're flying around a churchyard. And is it something to do with the gravestones, highlighting the actual where the camera is? But yeah, this lovely old church. It's been here for thousands of years. Well, hundreds of years, not thousands of years. But there are quite a few churches in this area that have been around for 200-300 years. Although it's 2026, some of the gravestones go back to the 1700s, which is, I find the history quite amazing. I mean, I'm not a religious person whatsoever, but I do like to see these old churches, and they always have a bench to sit on, and you should see it at the moment under this yew tree. At the moment here is one of the benches that I love to sit on. When I came cycling, I would sit on that bench and have a good old conversation with the people here, just to get your thoughts out of your head, isn't it really? Just to clear your mind. Yeah, cycling can do that, and solitude in this churchyard can also do that. So anyway, we're coming back round. We're going to come and land in a minute. We're almost out of battery. I should get at least 20 minutes flight out of this battery, but I spend a lot of time flapping about in the morning before I came out, making sure that everything was all tickety-boo for the flight. So we'll just avoid these trees as we're coming in. I'll have to show you the motion controller and how different it is to a normal RC controller. Anyway, we're coming in for a landing.